This is a mini lesson analysis on Marth versus Fox. Yeah, so I don't really love this down tilt because this way dash back down tilt was, I think it's kind of redundant in many ways, but not only is it redundant, it locks you out of like a potential punish opportunity. Like you way dash back here, and you could have reacted to this with like, a grab or like a forward smash even. Maybe not forward smash, but like you could at least pressure it off of this. You could have done like a dash dance grab. But this down tilt just completely locked you out to actually doing anything out of this. So that's why I don't love, like, it's completely safe, but you also don't really gain anything off of this. So reconsider how you want to view something like way dash back down tilt. That one's fine because like you can act out of it. And I'm gonna say that like chain grabbing below like 15% is literally impossible if they do this kind of DI. Like, okay, you could like hard 50-50 read if like re-grab, but like why? Like you can't really pivot grab super reliably here. So in that case, like it's either you go for a tech chase or you only up throw at like up tilt knockdown percent. Because I don't think 12% with knockdown up tilt. I think it starts at 13. With unsailed up tilt, that is. So reconsider how you would view the chain grab. Like, you don't always just chain grab on FD unless they just blatantly do the wrong DI. But also, when you drop shit like this, like consider the level of risk that you take too. Because like you didn't have to forward smash, right? Like you still had advantage because like, he teched in place. Like you could have just in theory dash dance grabbed and, grab his falling up air. Her falling up air. So yeah, if you just dash dance grab, it would have been fine. So like, even when you fuck up flowcharts, like you could still do stuff. Like you still have play. Also probably shouldn't have way dashed in there. Oh, big opportunity miss. I don't think you expected that you would recover. But here's the thing is that there's only two ways that could end because like, it didn't seem like you were recovering in a way to land a stage. It's like there's two options. It's like you either die or you live. And when you're living against this type of edge guard that the Fox is doing, then you just take the you just assume that you're also going to reversal and be prepared for that. And you might as well just be prepared for that because, if you assume that you will survive but then you die, well, you just die, right? And here, like, obviously you have like 20 ways you could kill Fox here. I think you could pick one of them. But yeah, it's because it was mostly because you weren't prepared, and you might as well prepare for success, A little late at that grab, but whatever. Up tilt, grab is fine, but what's not fine is like, when you drop flowcharts like these, like, it's better to often reposition for the next potential hit rather than trying to chase down something that's literally impossible. Like, often when they do falling aerials like this, and you show up at them, you're like just probably gonna lose that. So yeah, like that could have ended really badly. That like you just get hit a lot harder. And again, like some of the like certain movements that you're doing, I think it's like honestly just really redundant. Like that literally that way dash back jump prevented the opportunity to punish stuff like this. So, just simplify your movement. Like, why do shit like this when it literally prevents you from getting opportunities? Yeah, and again, like, I mean, it's not just applying to like draw out the punishes, but also out of defense. Like, do you have to go super aggressive? And sometimes you should, by the way, if you have the right data. It's like, okay, like I could take this gamble, right? But also, you shouldn't way dash back unless they can actually hit you. And there's like no shot that he can hit that Zoe can hit you. So like you could just forward tilt in place. In the case where like, maybe she goes straight to you or goes to the ledge, F tilt covers both of them. So way dashing back there was redundant. But yeah, this applies to both like your punish drops and out of defense. Like, do you have to do you have the data to take the gamble? If not, you should probably play it safe. Yeah. It's not just that you're dropping punishes, it's also like how you respond post with or like post this is another one. Like this is technically a gamble when you STI, can you actually hit them? And often the answer is like well, technically Foxy move out of the way. If you did something like a Waveland back, you have more play. But when you commit to a gamble like that, that's when you could potentially die. Oh. Yeah, and again, you're not expecting to survive, but like actually you should expect that you'll survive. So stuff like that could be a lot cleaner. Get outplayed there. That just happens. Pretty tough spot there, I'm not gonna lie, but I do think you probably shouldn't have expended your double jump that soon. So okay. Don't love that. And yeah, I mean, if you're also just straight up like chain grabbing is challenging, especially below 20%. And if you can't do it, just don't do it. Just up tilt. Because it's way better than getting reversal like this. Just saying. So this is definitely like the main idea is that like, okay, you drop this punish, okay, you still got some play left. Like, I don't think you should short hop in place here. I think it would have been safer to do like a short hop drift back. If you're gonna short hop in place, then like there's a possibility that he can crouch. And with this crouch, like if you don't tip it a fair, then it's not great for you. Like you have to hard read with like a dare here rather than a fair, which you don't need a hard read if you do a drift back. So, you know, when you drop shit, determine like how much of a risk you think makes sense to take after, right? Like, because if you have some level of data on your opponent, then you could start making riskier pressure plays or like hard gambles. But if you don't have the data, then play it safe, because otherwise that will consistently happen. Oh, nice tipper. Oh, miss timing for sure. Yeah, definitely slight mistiming here. Like, I think because you fast failed, I think you fast failed. But yeah, you're literally like just barely off here. Which, by the way, if you know that you are gonna be late, because I'm actually not 100% sure if you fast forward or not. Like, I guess I could tell with like the sound on. It doesn't look like you fast forward. If you think that you're gonna be late, then you could like double jump or like fast fall CC. But that definitely sucks that that happened. But here, I think you should be able to pick this up here. Up tilt. I would have up tilted there. Right into that up air, and yeah, you're missing your pivots. That sucks. Yeah, and then you took a hard gamble with that dare, and yeah, I mean, all Zoe did every time you dropped your punishes, like, okay, it was bad that you drop your punishes, but you still have room to like make up for it afterwards. But Zoe just read that you would just hard gamble every time you drop your punishes, which doesn't have to be that way, right? Like, because not every dropped punishes means that you're gonna insta hit. Some of them you can't do anything about. Like the chain grab example, I think like you just got hit. But after that, like every other punish example that I saw you drop, you could have done something about it, right? And it's important to keep your head clear that like it's just not over and you could still play the neutral game, you know, after that. And maybe they're gonna try to gamble and you should check for that. So, you know, just know that's not over every time you drop a punish.